As I add in my in my tweet on this, they drop, and it should have been inconceivable. They should not have been made pariahs. They all dropped that, except Mediaite, to its credit, which I noted. They dropped the end of my comments. Watch, now listen to MSNBC. I just saw this. So, 1 minute, I have to find it myself. It's very difficult. 1 minute. Okay. All right, give me 27 seconds, Sean, till the ad on MSNBC. This is MSNBC covering me. They put me up, but they drop the last sentences. They don't. You can watch my mouth still moving, but they drop the sound. The liars at MSNBC. This is how the left deals. This is why I am dealing with this. Not because it's about me, but because it'll give you an idea. All right, here we go.
Irrational fears, whether it is of the non-vaccinated who are the pariahs of America, as I have not seen in my lifetime any pariah group like this. During the AIDS crisis, can you imagine if gay men and intravenous drug users, who were the vast majority of people with AIDS, had they been pariahs the way the non-vaccinated are? But it would have been inconceivable.
Now, here's the thing.
Can you imagine?
Now, wait. Hold on a second. So they stop it there. You could see my mouth saying more things afterwards, but they don't play it on the lying shows of MSNBC. This is so critical. It would have taken 4 more seconds to play the end of what I said, where I said, and it should have been inconceivable. They should not have been made pariahs. They dropped it on MSNBC. They're liars. You know why they're liars? Because they're leftists. There's no other reason. There's nothing to do. It's not that they hate me. They hate me. They hate all conservatives. And they just lie. This is a classic example. All right, let's hear the comment. What is this guy's name? Reed?
No, it's the Reed Out, the Joy Reid Show. This guy is Michael Harriot.
Oh, he's Michael Harriot, but it's the Joy Reid Show. What is he? Is he sitting in for? Okay, fine. Okay, go ahead.
Radio talk show host Dennis Prager swearing that COVID anti-vaxxers have suffered a worse fate than gay men and IV drug users during the AIDS epidemic.
That's right. Hold on. Yes, that's exactly right. There are no mandates that you fire tens of thousands of gays. They can't make a living. They lose their pensions. In Canada, they can't. Were gays banned from flying? What you have on the left is the audacity of the right to claim that a left-wing group or a group that the left supports, to be more precise. Gays are not a left-wing group. Gays are mixed politically. But they have a monopoly on suffering. The non-vaccinated, they're not suffering. No, not at all. The potential of all of them being fired in any company that has over 100 employees, that's not suffering. Only gays suffered in the 80s. And I didn't deny, I said that they were pariahs. I don't deny their suffering. I'm giving an analogy. Okay, continue.
Different story. While AIDS was first identified in 1981, President Ronald Reagan didn't publicly acknowledge the disease until 4 years later. At that time, some called it the, quote, gay cancer. Homophobic and demonizing headlines were splashed across the front pages of papers around the globe. The religious right considered it some sort of divine punishment for the alleged sins of gay people.
AIDS generally caused and believed to be caused by homosexual promiscuity. We pay the price when we violate the laws of God.
Many people with HIV were shunned by their families and rejected by society. Thousands more were left to die alone.
By the way, that is true, and it is awful. It wasn't because primarily of anti-gay animus. It was fear of AIDS. They didn't know how it was transmitted, and they were deeply afraid. And this is not an excuse, but if you want to be honest, which the left never wants to be, it's not a left. Truth is not a left-wing value. It was fear of the disease. It wasn't fear of gays. That was the primary motivator. It is horrible that these people died alone. How many people died alone of COVID? And I screamed about that the whole time. They wouldn't allow loved ones to visit dying people. Was it because of animosity toward COVID victims? No, it wasn't. It was animosity toward the transmissibility of COVID, which they profoundly overstated. It was evil not to let people visit dying parents, for example, in COVID. But what they're describing is it just happened in the last year and a half in the United States of people dying alone. We don't deny the suffering of gays of many gays during the AIDS crisis. They deny the suffering of the unvaccinated. That's the difference. It's an important difference. Go on, please.
Hundreds were buried in anonymity in mass graves. In 1986, 10-year-old Ryan White was kicked out of school, stigmatized for contracting the disease through a blood transfusion.
By the way, doesn't Ryan White prove the point that it wasn't primarily anti-gay animosity? Ryan White was a heterosexual boy. He got it through a transfusion. So it shows it was the whole issue. I can't believe they use Ryan White as an example. Ryan White's fate had nothing to do with being gay. He wasn't gay. Or at least we don't know that he was gay. It's never been alleged. There was tremendous fear of AIDS. We'll be back.
The Dennis Prager Show, live from the Relief Factor Pain-Free Studio.
Streaming on Salem Now.
You called